Y'all doing? Happy hump day. Better late than never. I'm just saying. Hey Wanda, hey Angie. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hey Gigi, hey Queens. How y'all doing on this beautiful Wednesday? Beautiful hump day. Hope y'all had a blessed day today. Because I have a blessed day every day when God allowed me to wake up every day. To see another day. How y'all doing? How everybody doing today? hmm I pray for all of y'all. Hope y'all pray for me because it's a blessing to see another day. hmm Even though I'm here at almost 8 o'clock, but I'm still here. How about that? Clock that T. How you doing, Terry? I know some people probably in the bed or watching their favorite show or something like that, but I thank God for the people that is here. Wanda, girl, what's going on the internet? It's a lot going on the internet. So, y'all, hey nephew. So, y'all, I'm trying to give a lot of people, a little time to come on, the ones who is coming on. Um, so, how y'all doing? Hey, Cheryl. How y'all doing today? So, y'all, for the people that don't know what the topic is today, but y'all know I've been in a wheelchair for 31 years. So, in the process of me being in a wheelchair 31 years, I think I probably stood up probably twice because they do have the braces. Thank you. They do have the braces that go up the side, go around your body, and it stands you up, and they be behind you, and you get the opportunity to like walk with the braces. So when I usually stand up, I usually get dizzy. It'd be like adrenaline going to my head because my blood don't circulate like yours because I'm sitting down all the time. And usually when I stand up, I usually get dizzy. But today I stood up. hmm And one day I'm gonna show y'all that I can stand up. So it is a blessing that I can stand up. For a lot of y'all, um, I'm a T7. A T7 mean I'm paralyzed from the waist down. But for y'all who don't understand, hey Mama Ava, hey Queen. For a lot of y'all who don't understand, it's all type of levels to being in a wheelchair. It's all type of levels to being paralyzed. People think because everybody in a wheelchair, everybody have the same symptoms when we don't. Everybody don't have the same symptoms. And my level is different for somebody. They got the C. The C is like when you're paralyzed, like you can't do nothing but move your head from right to left. That's the lumboids, and the C is up here in the neck. That means you can't do nothing but turn your head from side to side. That means when y'all see people and their hands are contracted like that, and their hands are closed to where they can't open their hand, that means they most likely um was a L or C where they damaged the spinal cord way when it came like up here by the neck. And they got some other people that they've been paralyzed, but they still have certain symptoms that they still could stand up. And if they wanted to, they could go to therapy and get a lot of therapy. On the other hand, that wasn't my case. After I was almost unalive, I guess I was immediately paralyzed. I don't know, I don't remember, but it's different levels to that. Now back then they didn't have something to where they'll give you a shot. Hey Queen, something to where they'll give you a shot. And with technology now, when people get pum, they have different stuff that they do to people now that they didn't have when I was almost unalive. Hey Cheryl, hey Sandra. So times are different now, and they have different stuff. I was 28 years old. When I first got in a wheelchair, I was 28. I still was a young girl and I had 4 children at the time. Now I am 59. So that's like, that happened in 1995. So I'm about to be 60 years old in July the 3rd. But it's a blessing when you're able to stand up and, but your life will never be the same because it's still stuff that you got to go through, like one step at a time, and certain things your body is not used to. Because I had a broken tibial bone, so my bone in my leg. Thank you. My bone in my leg. Right, I don't look like what I've been through, huh? The bone in my leg, in my right leg, where I broke my tibial bone. They said by me being paralyzed, our bones take longer to heal, and it's understandable because I'm sitting down and I'm not, like exercising my leg as much as I should, I could. But again, I have bad muscle spasms. I have muscle spasms to the fact to where it be so bad to where it throws me completely out of the wheelchair if I don't catch it. Like when I get angry, if I get mad, when I get angry and mad, that's when I get bad muscle spasms. And it's not a good feeling. So sometimes I could be laying down. Hey Pam, I could be laying down and so like if I'm laying down in the bed, and this happened to me before. I was laying down in the bed and my brother, came in there playing with me and he was trying to jump over me on the other side and my leg went all the way up to kick him. And it just was a reaction. It had nothing to do with me. I had no control over certain things. By the way, you be moving around, Queen. Certain things I don't have nothing, like I don't have control over my body when it comes down to muscle spasms and stuff like that, But I thank God that I'm able to stand up. Don't get scared. Tell them haters, don't get scared. Don't get scared because I'll be walking in a minute. Don't get scared. I'm too old to be out there trying to fight anybody. I'm not on that type of time or nothing like that, but at the end of the day, it's a blessing. I be 60 years old and be able to walk again. But it's still a long process. It's still a lot of therapy and a lot of stuff you gotta, go through getting your life, like for as your feelings, like and everything back to normal. It'll never be the same. So it ain't always gonna be normal. It's a long process, especially for somebody who's been sitting down all their life, like not all their life, but for 31 years. It's a long process. And it's another thing I want to tell y'all. I think we as people, we should stop wanting. We should stop wanting people to be who we are. We should stop looking for ourselves. Thank you. We should stop looking for people, ourselves, and other people. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. We should stop looking for ourselves and other people. A lot of us, we expect people to be something that they're not. We expect our children to be something that they chose not to be. We expect our parents to be something that maybe they're not. We have our expectation is very high when it comes down to other people. Right? He didn't come this far to leave me. And we should stop want other people to be the way that we want them to be. Because I ain't gonna speak for y'all because I don't know y'all like that. I'm gonna speak for me. I wasn't a perfect person. I did a lot of things in my life that I didn't have to do. I chose to do. So at the end of the day, I don't remember, like, I remember older women talking to me. I remember when I went to jail and I had a 5-year sentence. I remember an older lady drew me closer to the Bible. And I never forget that to this day, even though RIP, she's not here anymore, but I remember her drawing me closer to the Bible. See what I'm saying? And it was a blessing because at the end of the day, when she drew me closer to the Bible, I made a decision not to do the things that I used to do anymore. So I'm saying that to say that somebody could say something to you that could make a difference in your life. Somebody said something to me and she made a difference in my life. Even though she's not here anymore, but she impacted me with the words of wisdom. She gave me the wisdom that she had, and I never forgot it. See what I'm saying? Hey, Queen. And I never forgot it. But at the end of the day, like when I come on the internet, my goals is to tell y'all about the things that I've been through in my life, even if y'all haven't experienced that, even if it never happened to y'all, but I want y'all to know that it's a light at the end of the tunnel for each and every one of us. If I can overcome the obstacles and the things that I've been through in my life as a woman, y'all can overcome the things that y'all dealing with right now. Even though I don't know what y'all dealing with, and they might have somebody on here might say, no, I ain't dealing with this and I ain't dealing with that. A lot of people is in denial about life. They're in denial about, and a lot of people like to throw the rock and hide their hand, and a lot of people are ashamed of their life. A lot of people are ashamed of their life. What I do know, and I'm speaking from my point of view, it was times where I done been around other people. Thank you, Queen Arlene. I done been around other people, and it could be family members. And instead of me talking all the time, it been times I listen. And when I listen, because I used to wonder, y'all, I used to wonder why things used to happen to me. And I used to be like, and I listened to my mama talk, and it was times I heard my daddy talk, and then I heard my grandma talk, and I heard older people, I heard them talk before. And in my mind, I'd be like, well, damn, this way all this drama and all this other stuff come from. Let me tell you something. A lot of us got parents. A lot of us got parents that went through some stuff, did some stuff, and never told us some stuff. Let me say it loud for the parents and the people in the back who can't hear and understand, who can't comprehend what I just said. We all got some parents that then did some stuff, went through some stuff, said some stuff, and they ain't telling us some stuff. I'm just saying. If you think your mama or your daddy told you everything that they did in their life coming up, you're madly mistaken. It's some things that our parents ain't never told us. So while we beating ourselves up, wondering why I had to go through this, Lord, why I can't find a good man, why a good man can't find me, why I don't have a good woman, I'm a good man and all this. Yeah, I'm gonna say y'all again, it ain't got nothing to do with us. It's generational curses that we have to be wise enough and we have to understand enough that this is a curse that I got to break for my generation. And I'm not bragging, but I thank God that I broke the cycle in a lot of ways with me and my children. I'm not going to sit on here and say what my children ain't do, but I ain't never, like my children, like my son is 42. I got a 31-year-old, 32-year-old, 33-year-old. And I just thank God they didn't turn out to be the way that I was. I'm just saying. I prayed and I asked God not to allow them to pay for the things that I did. Because I did some things that I ain't proud of myself and it wasn't right. I tell you all the time, I take accountability for the things that I did when I was a young girl, but I didn't have, hold up, let me say this. So I was thinking, y'all, about, and I'm gonna say her name. I was thinking about Brooke. So I saw Brooke and BG on, I don't know who platform it was or whatever. It came across my phone. So any other time I usually really don't like it because not don't like, I usually don't watch it because I be trying to run away from negative stuff sometimes. Sometimes I watch negative stuff and sometimes I don't. But I thank God that I know wrong from right. So I was watching an interview with Brooke and BG was on the interview and BG was like, he was, I don't know if he was loaded. I don't know if I don't know, but he was falling asleep. And while he was falling asleep, she was up there and she was doing more talking than him. The interview was about him and her, but he was falling asleep. Now everybody say that maybe he was on on drugs or whatever. I don't know. But I was just listening to her and she was talking about a lot of things that happen in her life. Let me say this to a lot of y'all young girls. Let me say this. I don't care if somebody would interview me today or tomorrow about my childhood. I would never degrade my mother. I would never degrade my father. No, everything that I did in my life, I did it because that's what I chose to do. Did I have to do it? No. But what I don't understand is, okay, Brooke was up there. She was talking about the life she had with her mom. She was talking about the life she had with her parents, period. So it's understandable you saying you had a whole life and all this kind of stuff there. You know what I'm saying? So I just was listening and I said, you know what? Maybe she, no matter what she done to her body, no matter how she looked, no matter what she had, it's some things inside of her where she still have low self-esteem. And I only say that because it's certain things like the way she kept throwing the little hair, the hair, and we all knew, the weave hair, the hair is pretty. But at the same time, I just feel like she got a lot of anger inside of her. She got a lot of issues that she's dealing with mentally. And a lot of us as women, we don't give ourselves time to grow. And I'm saying that because a lot of women be so vulnerable so they don't give their body time to heal before they going on to another man. You know what I'm saying? You just broke up with this man last month, and now you got another one this month, and then you broke up with him. Now you got another one this month, and you broke up with him. Now you got another one. So at the end of the day, do y'all not think a lot of us as women supposed to should, I ain't gonna say supposed to, I think we should move slow. I don't think we should jump out of one relationship and jump into another relationship and then jump into, if this one ain't work, let me go find somebody else. If this, instead of a lot of women letting a man find them, the women are finding a man. He said when a man finds a wife, a man finds a good thing. Girl, I have on a dress that you bought me. Lock that tea. Jocelyn. We got Jersey in the building. One of my sisters that live in Jersey. And she bought me this beautiful dress. And it's something for her to be on YouTube. But anyway, the words say, when a man finds a wife, a man finds a good thing. But nowadays, it's women choosing the man that they want to be with. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, I would love to have a good man, but I'm not trying to find him. I would love for him to find me. I'm not going to propose to no man. I want him to propose to me. Y'all just taking everything out of context. Y'all doing stuff the way that is not written. Y'all making your own rules. Y'all writing your own King James Bible. And y'all doing things to accommodate yourself. And that's not the way it should be. But of course, everybody going to do what they want to do. But I want to do what the words say do. So I'm not going out there looking for no man. I'm not going out there, oh, I'm going to choose him, or I'm going to choose him. If he come along, yeah. If not, oh, well, it is what it is. But as us as beautiful queens, I think, hey, King, I think we should just wait. Just wait on God, because at the end of the day, when you vulnerable, he gonna send somebody to you, and the enemy gonna set it up just like you like it, and everything about him, you're gonna like everything about this person. And when you get them, you're gonna realize that's not the person that you thought they really was. Come on, somebody. I'm just saying. If we would just wait, because everybody get a turn. But I'm gonna say this. At one point in my life, I had all kind of guys that wanted to be with me. I mean, guys that ain't never been in trouble in their life, doctors, lawyers, judges, pilots. I had all kind of men that I could have been with, and my life would have been so much better, I believe. But I wanted the thugs. I wanted the block boys. I wanted the boys that was making the fast money and had the money. Had I went another route, I probably wouldn't have wind up in the situation that I wind up in anyway. But life be life, and my life was already destined. And whatever the consequence I had to pay for my action, oh well, I did. I did. And I take full responsibility of everything that happened to me. I'm not pointing the finger at nobody but me. Because when you get older, to know better is to do better. I'm older, I'm wiser, and I'm doing better. I am doing better, not going to do better. I am doing better for myself. And at the end of the day, like I say every day, if I can just make a difference in one person's life, I know I did a lot. And I don't care if I come on here and it be one person on here. That's one person that's listening. And my purpose for coming on social media is to share my story, to talk about everything that happened in my life. And I be listening to a lot of people. And I know where I'm going. But God shows me the people that, let me say this, let me be real with y'all. A lot of people want other people to do things. A lot of people, like, they like me, but they don't like me like that. So a lot of people be looking at, well, I want her to be advocate for HIV. I want him to be an advocate for HIV. I want her to be a mentor to the youth. I want him to be the mentor to the youth. And God saying, no, I want her, Miss Ann. But at the end of the day, I know who I am. And I know a lot of people overlook me. But at the end of the day, I know who I am and whose I am. So it don't matter about them overlooking me. But what they want, dang, what God want. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And I'll be listening and I'll be looking and I'll be saying, you know what? I don't want nobody to come and say, well, Miss Ann, let me do this with your platform, or let me do this with your platform so your platform could get more people or more likes and more views and all that kind of stuff there. My likes and my views gonna come from Jehovah. I don't want nobody to say, oh, I did that and I did this. That's why her platform is where it's at. Hey, Brown Eyes. That's why she where she at right now. You know why I'm where I'm at right now? Because of Jehovah. I'm one of the chosen ones. And if I gotta crawl before I walk to get to where I'm going, I don't have a problem with that. I'm good, Queen. I don't have a problem with that. So I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna keep on being real. I'm gonna keep on being transparent, and I'm gonna keep on taking accountability for my action. Unlike some of y'all, I'm gonna always be the person that He created me to be. So if I could come on here and tell a lot of women about HIV and a lot of men about HIV, but what I realized, like when I got off the phone, hey Queen, when I got off live the other night, so I don't know a lot of stuff like forwards with social media, this and that. So I went to ask questions about, me getting paid and all that kind of stuff there. And it told me my algorithm, more people listen to me when I talk about HIV. I got, like, a lot of y'all don't know. Like when I did the interview on Red Report, I did maybe about 3 or 4 interviews with him. A lot of the interviews, he got paid for all the interviews. But talking about, and on my platform, me myself, I got 92 videos, and none of them even been over 1,000 like views. And it's sad because I be talking about some real stuff. I be talking about everyday life, but I think It's certain things that I should be doing that I don't know how to do. But at the end of the day, a lot of people that came in my life, they came in my life and act like they was about to help me, do this and show me how to do this and show me how to do that. And all that was, it wasn't real. It wasn't real, because if people come in your life to help you, why they didn't help me? Why I'm still stuck on certain things? So I be trying to figure certain things out, and I be trying to Google certain things. But I feel like it's something that I am not like really doing right, because I should be reaching a lot of people, and I'm not. But at the end of the day, I don't let that worry me. I'm not gonna be, bothered by that. But I'm just saying, it's a lot of things that I really don't know, and people take advantage of the stuff that you don't know. They got people that they clip stuff. They got people that have other people that's following them, and I don't know. I don't follow them. Like when I be on right, all I need is go help. Like when I be on, hey Tony, when I be on TikTok, when I be on Facebook, when I be on YouTube, TikTok, I be getting up to, one time I was on TikTok, I got up to 100,000 likes. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, everything that I do, don't get it twisted. I don't do it for money. I do it because that's who I am, and that's the person that I am. But if a person is working, why not get paid? See what I'm saying? But if it never happened, which I know it's gonna happen, I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna happen. But at the end of the day, nothing much did wash. At the end of the day, I'm gonna continue to keep on doing what God called me to do, and that's making a difference in somebody else's life. Because every day somebody is being contracted with HIV. Every day, and a lot of people down here in New Orleans, is sad because they mad they people. They mad they people to the fact that, well, if a lot of these bounce community people wasn't angry and wasn't mad at one another, we wouldn't even know nothing about the HIV. At least y'all wouldn't know. Let me clear that up. Y'all wouldn't know, because I know about a lot of people that's walking around in New Orleans with it. But if they would have never felt out, and this one would have never felt out with this one would have never felt out with this one. Seemed like to me, everybody that fell out in the bounce community in New Orleans, or in certain like social media platforms and all that, when mad they come, everybody's talking about everybody. I thank God that a lot of times I didn't fell out with a lot of people, because I know I'm a good person. But at the end of the day, I never fell out with my friends or nobody to the point to where I want to get on social media and just drag them under the mud. I'm not that type of person. Because at the end of the day, I'm sure if you told me some stuff about you, you know some stuff about me if you was my friend. But the things that they are doing now is diabolical. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Everybody talking about everybody. Thank you, Queen. Everybody is talking about everybody. And then the stuff that makes sense, they ain't the stuff they want to hear. What I noticed since I've been on social media is that if I'm not on here cussing and going off and somebody didn't play with me or this and that, at the end of the day, you can count the people that be on the live in person. But when I get off the live, it be thousands, it be hundreds of people that be on the live. But it got so many pickaboos that's hiding behind the scene to as a sin of shame. I'll be like, well, what is the real deal? Y'all be surprised of when I get off the live, how many people is on YouTube, how many people be on my TikTok, how many people be on my Facebook. And I'll be like, well, when I end the lives on each one of the platforms and I see all these people, and I'll be like, so what's the deal? What is the big deal that people don't want people to see them on your platform? Or they don't want you to know, oh, I forgot. It's people that don't like you, but they don't want to see you watching. They don't want you to see them, and they don't like you, but they watching you. That's the sad part about it. And I be saying, it's people that I would be more than glad to work with and I can mentor to, but they don't. What I noticed about a lot of people, and it's me, a lot of people, they might not say that they don't like me, or they might not say that they have envies or whatever they got going on with me. They might not say it, but it speaks for itself. And now that they know this the games that they playing right now, I'm gonna put y'all on this game. It's what they doing. And a lot of people, if somebody say Amaze was talking about you, somebody will say, don't say nothing about her, because if you say something about her, you're gonna make her relevant. So they thinking if they don't say nothing about me, I'm not relevant. I don't give a damn if they talk about me or not. I'm still relevant. But in their mind, they thinking, well, don't, let me say this. OG Murder talk about Flipper. OG Murder talk about any and everybody, if that's what he feel like doing. So a lot of people don't know that the more he talk about them, the more relevant they make themselves feel. Every time he talk about somebody, that makes them feel good because they be relevant. If he wouldn't talk about certain people, a lot of people wouldn't even know a lot of people that they know of. But at the end of the day, he make them relevant because he was talking about Ripper today. And I'm going to say this. For a lot of y'all who don't know, it's a lot going on with, the Magnolia and the Cali and the project and these older people, whatever. So the guy Ripper, OG Murder posts him as being, his paperwork as being a sex offender. So I was at the gas station a couple of weeks ago, and I think I told y'all, for the people who are on here, hey Linda, the people that's on here, I think I told you. So I was at the gas station and I saw Ripper, right? And he was being a gentleman, and he was like, well, you know who I am? And he asked me, can you pump my gas and all that kind of stuff there? And I was like, I'm good or whatever like that. And he said, well, I'm the guy who OG Murder be talking about on his live, like that. And I wanted to say, I already know who he is, but I just left it like that. But I was listening to him. They was in the barber, uncut. Hey, Queen, hey, Dana. They was in the barber, and it was uncut, barber, fit uncut. I think this uncut the barber. And it was Ripper and Gangster in there. So the guy Ripper, unalive, Gangster best friend, right? So they was beefing as they was young people, whatever. And they squashed they claimed they squashed the beef in the barbershop. So they said that they're gonna come together. They said they're gonna come together and they're gonna have a fight. Cause Ripper said that he want his round back. Cause Ripper raised his shirt up and he was all sliced up. He said he got pum a couple of times from Gangster. All right. And Gangster say he got pum a couple of times, and he think Ripper was the one pum him, right? So they talking about this in the barbershop. And Byron Cole is the mediator. He the mediator. He in the middle asking questions or whatever. But what I saw and what I heard, all right, Ripper said when they was coming up, it was against the code for you to rap, for you to call the popos on somebody, which is right. When I came up in my era, if somebody did something to you, it wasn't no popos involved. If you from the street, we gonna handle it from the street. Ain't nobody calling the popos. If we got beef, it's on site when we see one another. That's what Ripper said. And Ripper said he still want his round from Gangster, right? Let me break it down to y'all. Y'all who don't know, Gangster is the one who was in jail all that time that was supposed to be Baby's brother. But come to find out, they're not really brothers. But Gangster was in jail for 20-some years, and that's what he was talking about. They was talking about this last night in the barber. So we got Ripple over here saying that it's against the code. If you call a popo or you a rat or whatever like that, that's what Ripper kept saying, right? So, and we got Gangster over here saying they was at war. It was the Melphamine and I think it was the Calio or the Melpomene and the Magnolia. Either one of them is one of the others. I think it was the Melpomene and the Magnolia, or the Melpomene, and I think it was the Calio. I think it's the Melpomene and the Magnolia. So they was feuding. Hey now, hey Queen, hey Mika. So they was feuding. So Gangsta said that he called the police. I mean, he had the police to escort him a couple of times. And what I get, right, and what I get, Shelby, is that Gangsta kept saying he'll go to the police. In other words, y'all, they say, oh, hold on. From what I get from Gangsta say he'll go to the police. In other words, they call Gangsta. They say he's a snitch. And I'm going to be, hey, sister girl, I'm going to be honest with y'all. From everything that I heard last night out of Gangsta mouth, Gangsta will put the people on in a split second. That's what he said. He said he had to get the cops to escort him to his car, not only one time, but 2 times. So he ain't ashamed of nobody saying that he is a rat. That's what I got from their little conversation yesterday. He was saying that, yeah, if it's necessary, I'm going to call the police. And he said he took the stand, or he went to court on Ripper. So both of them in the barbershop, and one pium the other, and the other one pium the other. So they're supposed to be in a sports day beef in the barber, but they say they're going to put the boxing gloves on, and whoever win, lose, or draw, that's how they're going to squash the beef. So Cole was the mediator, and they were saying that they're trying to get everybody to squash their beef. But let me say this, y'all. I watched OG Murder today. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Queen. Can y'all show me some love on Facebook? Can y'all show me some love? I don't see no hearts. I don't see no likes. I don't see nothing. So I was on OG Murder today because OG Murder be on Twitch. So OG Murder was talking about, because OG Murder saw, right, OG Murder saw Ripper for Super Sunday. Thank y'all for Super Sunday. So when OG Murder, thank y'all on Facebook, thank y'all on YouTube. When OG Murder saw Ripper for Super Sunday, Ripper said, because Ripper made him, Instagram, and he was talking about OG Murder on Instagram. So Ripper went to talking about, tell your mama to suck. So y'all hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some words in it. Now y'all can talk about anything else. The disrespect the level of disrespect that y'all older people have for one another is diabolical. It's no way possible grown men and grown women should be talking about somebody's mom. Thank you, sister. Nobody should be tell your mama my private part and tell you. Come on, y'all. And y'all say y'all setting examples for the next generation. How can y'all work around kids? How can y'all say y'all love kids when y'all involving innocent people that has nothing to do with nothing that's going on? I ain't lying, y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all can talk about many things, but don't play with my kids. Don't play with my mama. Don't play with my daddy. Don't play with my family that love me. My family that love me, I love them. So certain things, what y'all be saying, man, if y'all was coming up in our era, all y'all teeth to be knocked out. We don't roll like that when it come down to disrespecting somebody, mama, telling somebody, mama to suck you and all that kind of stuff. Man, come on. Y'all just done an interview. You ain't gangster. Ripper, you ain't gangster just done an interview just last night talking about squashing the beef. All right, so you ain't gangster. Y'all squash y'all beef. Now you got beef with OG Murder. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all got to do better than that, man. I'm like, man, look at this shit here. And we all from the same cloth. We all from New Orleans. And we got the youngsters that's looking up to them. And it went OG, I ain't gonna lie. OG Murder and him been at it for quite some time. But I ain't hear him saying about his mom or whatever. But at the end of the day, when it's gonna stop? I'm just saying, when it's gonna stop? And if you want beef with somebody, why you gotta bring their mama into it? Why the mama gotta be into it? Thank you, queens. Why you gotta talk about somebody, mom? If me and y'all got beef and we got something going on, why y'all have to talk about one another's mothers? I'm just saying. I don't get that part. That part about life. At the end of the day, we as adults, we supposed to be setting examples for the next generation. And somebody talking about, when I see you, what I'm gonna do you and all that, man. Y'all in your 50s. Y'all in your 40s. And then you go on social media and we got somebody else talking about, yeah, you suck and you this and this and that. Well, how come on certain platforms they ban you from saying certain things? Like every time I'm on TikTok, it's always a restriction. But they around here with the little flappy shorts on, the little workout shorts, and they got a strap on and they bouncing it up and all that kind of stuff done. A lot of these platforms are biased. I'm just saying. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not taking sides and I'm not gonna be biased. Because at the end of the day, all the time, Murder might say stuff like, Ripper, how you look and all that kind of stuff there. But I have never heard him say, oh, tell your mama or this and that, even though Murder talk about people mama too. But at the same time, I haven't heard him talk about nobody mama in quite some time. But at the end of the day, y'all, when we gonna put a stop to all this talking about somebody mama? If Ripper, if you got a problem with OG Murder, take it up with him. Why you gotta be saying your mama is saying? OG mama is not even here. His mama is deceased. So why drag his mama into y'all shenanigans? What is mama that's no longer here on earth, God bless her soul, got to do with you and Murder? I'm just saying. When it's gonna stop? When it's gonna stop? Because at the end of the day, I don't see if you just made peace with one man. Oh, I made peace with him over there, but now I got beef with this one over here. Y'all gotta make it make sense, man. Y'all gotta make it make sense. Y'all gotta make it make sense. At the end of the day, Ripper, you say you humble. So being humble ain't you talking about somebody mama's talking your private part. That's totally disrespectful, especially when you know somebody mama not here. Any man or any woman that's on a platform being disrespectful to anybody's mother is diabolical. All y'all need to stop saying the things that y'all say about innocent people that has nothing to do. I know when I was coming up and you said something about my mama, oh, that's a knockout. You said something about my mama, my daddy, that's a knockout. We don't play the dozens like that. And at the end of the day, y'all be grown ass men, grown ass women, and y'all be on here talking about somebody, mom, and all that kind of stuff there. Where is the level? Where is the respect? Where is the level of respect? If I got, hey, Janice, hey, Martha, if I have beef with anybody on social media, my beef is with you and not with your mama, not with your sister, not with your brother, not with your children. Some shit just off limit. I'm just saying. But y'all got us watching. I'm an older woman. Even though they be saying the old ladies, I'm 59 years old, and somebody ain't get to see 59. But I got more wisdom and more understanding than to get on here and drag for somebody's children or drag for somebody's mama, because that's not who I am, because I have a mother and I have children and I have grandchildren as well. I'm just saying. And then y'all say a lot of y'all be working around children and y'all want to be mentors, but y'all be on the internet talking about licking and sucking and all that kind of stuff there. And that's the type of people y'all want to mentor the children. But somebody like Ann Mays, who transparent and who take accountability, who gonna give the children some wisdom, I don't never hear y'all saying, well, we going to get Aunt Mays, but she go to school and talk to the children, because I used to go to alternative school and talk to the children. Or we're going to get Aunt Mays, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to go over there, and we're going to get to the children, and we're going to do something for the youth and all that. I ask a lot of y'all to come involved with me so we can do something for the youth, and ain't nobody hit me up. Right. So, and then we was listening to, I don't know the guy, Paige. Murder was talking about Paige, and he was talking about the other guy, Chocolate, Trophy. So they were saying something about the guy Paige told some lady to suck his private part and all that kind of stuff there. Y'all, what is the problem? Where is your level of respect for other people and their parents? You got a mama, would you want somebody to tell your mama to suck your private part? What is wrong with y'all? I'm just saying. What is wrong with y'all? But at the end of the day, when somebody gonna stand up for what's right, when somebody gonna say, you know what? We need somebody that's willing to tell it and not gonna lie, take accountability, because all I see is a bunch of lies. I see people lying to y'all and y'all believe in a lie, and I see a lot of people that's not transparent. How you could get somebody to talk on a platform when they live in a lie and they're not willing to be transparent and be living in their truth? Damn near everybody on the platform is only a handful of people that's not lying when it comes down to social media. Everybody else is fabricating and they lying. And when I get up here and I break stuff down to y'all and make y'all understand and show y'all how people be lying on social media, then at the end of the day, they don't want to hear this type of talk, because at the end of the day, I'm not sugarcoating nothing for nobody. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Thank y'all on TikTok. Thank y'all on YouTube. Thank y'all on Facebook. I'm just saying, when y'all gonna start holding a lot of people accountable? Because at the end of the day, when I come on here and I break it down to y'all how this one line, that one line, y'all don't want to hear the truth. Y'all want to keep in the lies. Lie after day after day after day after day. Everything on social media, the majority of the people that's on social media is telling lies. Because they're going along to get along. They're going along to get along. I'm not coming on here saying, oh, you know what? Oh, my husband did this to me and I ain't knew nothing about it and all that kind of stuff. That once I found out about it, then I made the decision to tell everybody about the H, the I, and the V. But I ain't come back decades after I stood with him, and then I got mad. I got mad because he started messing with other women. And it was time for me to speak up. Because I felt like, even though some Jezebel or some slut that was on social media say, oh, well, I can't believe she stood with him, she must have, no, I ain't have self-esteem. I felt like he gave it to me, and I felt like he was going to stick with me for the rest of my life till death do us part with your dumb ass. But yet and still, y'all still talking about, oh, I'm still waiting on y'all waiting on people to get arrested. Have y'all ever thought in their mind they ain't gonna never be arrested? I'm just saying, from New Orleans, from Louisiana, I only saw one man get arrested for spreading HIV. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I know how the game go. Y'all can lie to the people some of the time, but y'all can't lie to them all the time. I'm just saying. Because one thing about the law, a lot of y'all don't know the law. If you've been with a man for quite some time and shit don't go to adding up, I'm gonna go and arrest somebody when this don't add up. I'm gonna go and get him. And I be saying a lot of y'all, and y'all be saying some fake ass shit talking about y'all hate somebody. Y'all on the outside looking in, and y'all don't even know the half. Y'all don't even know the half. People come on there and lie on somebody and say somebody did something or somebody was like this and all that, and y'all gonna go along to get along because y'all like that person. Well, what about when the truth reveals itself? See, I could bust a lot of y'all bubbles, but I can't. And I ain't. Because a lot of y'all walking around that got social media and be a lot of places. And I know y'all got it. Just as well as y'all know y'all got it. But y'all go along and get along. When I come on here and I tell y'all, let me break it down, see this go like this and this go like that, I still be saying a lot of, oh, I hate this one. Oh, I hate that one. You hate them why? You know everything that happened. People don't even have all the facts. And they be talking about why they hate somebody that did what they did. Y'all just go off of assumption. Because he said, she said, they said, when I could break it down to y'all and be like, well, hold up. Because let me tell y'all something. I can tell y'all when I got HIV. I could tell y'all the time, the date, the hour, the minute, the second. I can tell y'all. Because I know who I had sex with when I had sex with him. And I could go back. And the man that I married was in jail for 27 years. But I can go back to my paperwork because I've been at the hospital off and on, been in the wheelchair for 30-some years. And we could backtrack and get my chart from my doctors. And there go right there. What about everybody that's accused and everybody saying somebody gave it to them or they gave it to somebody? What about everybody backtracking? Because you could lie to some of the people some of the time, but y'all can't lie to the people all the time. It's records and it's levels to this shit. Thank you on TikTok. It's levels to HIV. That's your birthday. And I ain't talking about the day you was born. When you found out you was contracted with HIV, that was your birthday. So how long we got women and men out here gonna be screaming, he gave me, she gave me, if a lot of y'all feel deep down in y'all heart and y'all feel some type of way, when is y'all gonna get some justice? Because the people waiting on justice. On justice. Thank you, Queen. The people is waiting on justice. Because one thing about me, when I found out that I had the H, the I, and the V, and I got it from the man that I married, and I chose me. I chose to be with him. I chose to stay with him. So I stood with him. So now that I stood with him and I came out and told everybody about the H, the I, and the V, why, how could it be possible for me to say, oh, well, he gave me HIV and I want him to go to jail. I want y'all to put him in jail. Girl, say what? Say what? You want him to do what? You want him to go to jail and didn't you stay with him? I'm not asking for a friend. But didn't I stay with him? So let's get this clear. Hold up. My mouth be dry. Let's get this clear. So you stay with a man that give you HIV, and you've been with him for quite some time. And then, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I was with him. Nobody would have never knew if he wouldn't have been out there screwing other women. See, I became a Mad Dave wife. So long as we together, that's our business. Long as we sleeping together and it's me, you, know him, she, her, them, ain't none of that. I'm going along to get along because it's just us. At least that I thought. And once I realized it wasn't no just us, and you want to soar your royal oaks around the world with everybody in New Orleans. Now it's time for me to put it out in the open spot now, because I thought we was gonna ride the wave together, for better, for worse, for sickness and health. That's what I thought. And for you out there, female, that think you know what you talking about, when you marry somebody, it say for better, for worse, sickness and health. And a man divorced me while I was on my bed, my deathbed. And to the women out there, when you become a certain way and you're in a marriage with somebody, it's illegal for them to get a divorce. For whatever reason and however he got a divorce, he got one. I never signed no divorce paper or none of that. So, all right, I'm good with that. So on to husband number 3. All right, number 4. So once I found out he was contracted, and once I found out he contracted me, I made the church like, okay, I was mad. I wanted to do something real bad because I felt like we had that talk, and I felt like he should have just been honest and just been straight and said everything, and that would have been that. Just give me the option of give me the opportunity to make up my mind whether I want to be with you or not. Just give me the opportunity to protect myself. That would have been up to me if you told me. Give me the opportunity. So to y'all out there, after I contracted from my husband, I said, you know what, friend, we gonna be together. Since you wasn't man enough to be honest, we gonna be together. You gonna be with me, and I'm gonna be with you, and we gonna live happy ever or whatever. And that didn't happen. So since he wanted to be around here cheating and sneaking and sleeping with other women, that's when I said, you know what? I'm going to make a choice. Because me and him had the conversation when he went to the doctor, and I went with him. And the doctor said, I need to check you. And the doctor said, can she stand here with you? And he agreed. But he didn't know she was going to come back and tell him he was burnt from somebody else. So he looked at me, and I was like, don't look over here. She said, no, I ain't talking about her. She ain't got nothing so far. We talking about you. So at that point, when she just did the little HIV test, it was negative at that point. But when she drawed my blood and my blood came back, that's when I was positive. So, okay. So after all that, and I became positive, we gonna stay together. In my mind, you ain't going nowhere. It's bad enough I'm in a wheelchair. I done been betrayed. I done been stepped on, kicked on. I done been everything but spit on. And here we go. Here we go. I just got out of bad marriage. I've been to another marriage, and here we go again. So I say, you know what? Now everybody got to know. I got to expose you, even though I really didn't want to. But if you dealing with a man or a woman and you know how that person, you know how they are. So in my mind, if I don't tell nobody, what if he tried to flip the script and try to make it seem like I'm the one gave it to him when I know that's a darn lie? Because he been in jail for 27 years. So one thing, man, I'm trying to give y'all some game if y'all would listen. One thing about life, you could lie to the people sometime, but you can't lie to the people all the time. So after he gave it to me and I put it out there that he had it, even though some people was mad, it is what it is. I still ain't had to tell nobody. But by me being amazing, everybody knowing my family, knowing my brother and knowing us, and I done saw a couple of people when I went to the hospital. I was going to the doctor in Bogalusa. And ain't nobody really know we was going to the doctor out of town, which a lot of people doing that right now. That's why y'all can't see what's going on with them, because they going to doctors across the river. They going to doctors in Covington. They going to doctors in Slidell. They going to doctors in Picayune. They going to LaPlace. They going to Baton Rouge. Yay! Where they think nobody ain't going to see them. I'm just saying, I saw a lot of y'all, and y'all ain't even saw me. So yeah, I told everybody. I told the people I wanted to tell in silence first, and then I chose to come on social media because now it's at a point in my life where I feel the need that everybody need to know. So I chose and took it upon myself to tell everybody. So why should I feel some type of way that everybody know about the H, the I, and the V? I don't give a damn about the H, the I, and the V because I'm going to live my life and enjoy my life. I don't care about no man I want to be with me and all that kind of stuff. A lot of y'all men, y'all be worrying about all the wrong shit. And you need to be worrying about her. Or you need to be worrying about him. That's the ones y'all need to worry about, not the ones that's transparent and taking accountability and accepting life for what it is. I'm just saying. Why she got that shit? Oh, she did. Y'all get under my skin when y'all say people is sick. I'm not sick. I don't speak that over my life. I'm not sick. A lot of y'all sick in the head. A lot of y'all take medicine for everything else. Y'all be quick to say somebody's sick. What about you? You're a diabetic. You take insulin. A lot of y'all got high blood pressure. So when y'all want to call somebody sick, you got to look in the mirror and realize what's wrong with you. I'm just saying. Y'all be so quick to judge and talk about other people when y'all got shit y'all dealing with, thyroids and all that. Y'all can't do certain things and y'all got high blood pressure. Y'all take pressure pills. Y'all pissing on y'allself. Some of y'all wear diapers and all that, and y'all won't be he-heing and hi-hi about somebody in a wheelchair, laughing at somebody that's blind, crazy. But at the end of the day, we all got 1, 2, or 3. Somebody in the family that's mentally messed up in some form or fashion. I'm just saying. So to a lot of y'all that's out there be talking about, yeah, they sick and they this and this and that. And what are you? I know what I am. But what about y'all? The ones that y'all think nobody don't know and I know. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. If it wasn't a HIPAA law, all y'all will be exposed. All y'all will be exposed that be on the internet. All y'all. A lot of y'all look so good and look so deceived. They got a lot of people that's fine, beautiful skin, beautiful health and all that. They living their best life and you can't even tell they got it. But y'all around here talking about somebody's shoe sharing about, oh yeah, she's sick or she got that. And y'all just kills me when y'all talk about somebody got AIDS with your duck ass. H, the I, and the V. The A is not the same. But of course, when y'all say they got AIDS, that's a high level. So that's the kind of, y'all want to put that on everybody instead of saying, say it what it is. Ain't it something that people could hide behind closed doors? And I be looking at them and I be saying, Lord, have mercy on them. Yep. Y'all wouldn't be surprised. But y'all act like y'all surprised when y'all already know half of the people that's got it. If they're telling y'all that New Orleans is one of the high rateds, Baton Rouge, Atlanta, Houston, New Orleans is not that big when it comes down to other states. Mm-hmm. New Orleans is not that big when it comes down to other states. So y'all know what that means? If all the crabs in the barrel and we on a drought with the men, just imagine all these crabs in the barrel that's at the second lines, at the Super Sundays, at whatever function they got going on. Damn near everybody, half of New Orleans, the ones that's out there that's tapping on each other coochie and all that kind of stuff there and doing all kind of stuff that they be doing, half naked and all that. Y'all, I ain't gonna say y'all be surprised. Half of the people in New Orleans ain't that big, is infected. You can get your medicine, UPS, Federal Express. You ain't got to leave your house to go get your medicine. You can get a shot. Nobody ain't got to know you're taking the medicine. You could be undetectable. And y'all kills me, y'all, when y'all be like, oh, because I'm undetectable. So y'all know what undetectable means. I tell y'all that all the time. It means that they can't detect it. They can't detect it. So if I been undetectable and I would have never said nothing to nobody, that means undetectable means you can't pass it down to nobody. Just look the word up. Undetectable. Hey Alexa, what undetectable mean?
Undetectable is an adjective usually defined as unable to be detected, not detectable. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
No. There you have it. Do y'all need me to ask Alexa again? Do y'all need me to ask her again? Because a lot of y'all around here that got it, y'all undetectable. Y'all still having relations, still sleeping with other people, and y'all still got it. I'm just saying. So some of y'all need to keep y'all mouth shut. When y'all around here degrading, talking down on other people. And when y'all say that, y'all don't think about, when y'all say certain things out y'all mouth, y'all don't think about other people feeling. Good thing I'm an older woman at 59. That shit don't hurt my feelings, but it's the way y'all come out y'all mouth with saying certain things to other people or saying stuff about other people. Y'all don't think about people's feelings. I thank God that I'm a strong Black woman. Because y'all don't have no filter when it come down to other people's feelings. Y'all just, oh yeah, well, girl, I ain't eating you from her, and then they got all this and all that. Y'all say all that, and y'all eat from people every day at fast food restaurant. And every fast food restaurant got somebody in there got some type of sickness. I'm just saying. Y'all ain't got to listen to me. But I'm breaking it down to y'all because at the end of the day, you can't contract HIV from a woman or a man and come back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years later and say, you know what? I want y'all. Yeah, he gave me this. She gave me this. I want you. Can y'all go arrest her? Can y'all go arrest him? Well, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Why didn't we arrest him when you first found out? Okay, he gave it to you, or she gave it to you. So you mean to tell me, ain't it? You've been with this man 13 years, and you've been infected for 13 years, undetectable, and now you want me to put a charge on him? Got to be more careful. How is that possible? How can me, I'm setting an example to y'all, don't let this go over y'all head. How can you put a charge on a woman or a man when you found out or y'all found out that y'all had the H, the I, the V, y'all stood together? I stood with him. So Mays. So in 2013, 2012, you stood with this man, and now you want us to arrest him after you still stood with him? Where they do that at? Well, Miss Mays, let me explain this to you, Miss Mays. Now, had you came to us when you first found out you was HIV positive, then we had a case, and he didn't tell you. But now, since it's been 13 years, after you found out that you had it, you chose to be with him, and now you want us to go and arrest him or her. Y'all gotta make it make sense. I'll be listening to y'all. When somebody gonna be real and tell the truth and shame the devil? When somebody just gonna be real and tell the truth and shame the devil? Y'all say all kind of stuff, and y'all be saying, and I be saying, do y'all understand what y'all saying out y'all mouth? Y'all sound like damn fools. And y'all keep on waiting. Because I'm waiting too. I'm waiting for something that I know ain't gonna happen. I'm just saying. So a lot of y'all out there, if you just got with somebody and you slept with them and they didn't tell you that they had HIV and they gave it to you, you got a case. But if you got somebody you've been sleeping with all the time and they have HIV, they told you they had HIV, and now you got HIV, and y'all been together, that's not a win-win. I'm just saying, it don't take long for the district attorney to pick up a charge or to bill a case. It don't take that long. It don't take long for the DA to bill a case if they feel like they got one. Come on, somebody. Y'all be listening to all the wrong shit. Y'all be listening to all the wrong stuff. Now, I would have pursued in the beginning, he would probably be in jail. But I was going along to get along. I'm just saying. I chose to be with him after the fact. But I'm not going to say, you know what, I'm mad. We're not together no more. Can I just put a charge on him? Can I just, I just want to put him in, I just want to put him in jail because He hurt me, she hurt me, my feelings hurt. He don't want to be with me no more, she don't want to be with me. Can I just put the charge on? Yo, the time got to add up. The time got to be consistent. And everybody got a birthday. I'm just saying, y'all could get mad all y'all want, but Aunt May's gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Everybody got the H, the I, and a V, got a birthday. They lay it on the table. Lay it on the table. Because I could tell y'all when my second birthday is. Everybody got a birthday. I know a lot of people that have HIV. They know when they got it. They know how they got it. And they got the date that they got it. It's in a database. So y'all could be lying. And with all that shit y'all talking, because a lot of y'all be on some fake shit and y'all don't know what y'all talking about, just do the math. Oh, I forgot. Y'all not good at math. I forgot y'all like who y'all like. Y'all go along and get along. But at the end of the day, keep on believing the lies. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't hate nobody. I despise people that violate children. I ain't going to never use the word hate. I despise them. I feel like they need to be, they need to suffer. People that touch children. I feel like men that molest and are mentally abused and molest women and all that. I feel like they need to go to jail and don't never get out. And I feel like if a man violates you, when they go to jail, somebody needs to violate them. Or they violate a child. I feel like they should let me get my one on. Somebody violate one of my daughters or my granddaughter, let me get them myself. Because I ain't calling the po-pos. I don't know about y'all. But let me tell y'all about life. You can lie to the people some of the time. But eventually, when you tell one lie, you got to tell another one. A lot of y'all so blindsided till y'all only see what y'all want to see. But y'all don't see the big picture. Y'all like who y'all like. Y'all go along to get along with who y'all want to go along to get along with. And y'all bypass the truth. Y'all don't want to hear the real. Y'all think God allowed me to be real and come out for it. But no, they don't want to hear Ann. You know why they don't want to hear Aunt May? Says Aunt May's going to get it to y'all raw and uncut and tell y'all this what it is. I'm not blaming no man for this at the end of the day. The only thing I blame him for, he should have been real with me from the jump. But I chose to be with him. You can't get no realer than that. I chose to be with a man that did what he did to me. I chose, but I ain't gonna be around here. Oh, I hate you. I want you to go to jail and all that. I ain't want him to go to jail when I stood with him. I'm just saying. Some of y'all go off of y'all emotion when y'all gonna be real and tell the truth and take accountability and say, you know what? At the end of the day, I was in love with her. I was in love with him. And love is blind to a lot of y'all. But once you release that pain and say, you know what? I take full responsibility. I take accountability. I accept it is what it is. Come on, man. Because one thing about that man upstairs, until we accept and take full accountability for us, our own action, ain't nobody putting no pium to my head and say, well, you know what? You got to stay with him. I say, no, you going to stay with me. I say that. And when I felt like you went to messing around with this one, caught you in the car with this one, and you with that one, and y'all around here thinking nobody don't care because a person got HIV, the devil is a lie. They don't care. After y'all, if y'all see my ex-husband today or tomorrow, if he didn't overcome his drug addiction, or y'all see him, y'all asleep with him and don't even know. I'm just saying, because he was sleeping with a lot of y'all. And y'all know who y'all are. When y'all was calling my phone talking that shit, talking about y'all got him, I say, yeah, you got him and everything that go along with him. And you know who you are. Y'all. And you, Miss Thing, you had the nerve to say you was pregnant. So if you say you was pregnant, would you have it too? I'm just saying. And you work for the water board company. Clock that tea. Playing on my phone. But you work for the water board. You drive the trucks for the water board people. And you say you was pregnant. So if you was pregnant, that means he was having sex with you unprotected. So would you have it already? Or you had it already? Because if you was pregnant and I know him, okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And you, Miss Thing, he was sleeping with a couple of y'all. And, oh, you just mad? Mad for what? Because y'all was sleeping with a woman husband? Mad for what? One less. I'm just saying, did y'all go get checked? Y'all did, huh? Y'all got in. I know. I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You that say you was pregnant for him, and you that was playing on my phone, he was messing with you, and you that I caught you in the car with him, and you saw me in the club like a month ago, and you said, I promise you I ain't never been with, but you was in the car with him. And me knowing the man that I married, me knowing him, he got that coochie out. Sometimes some of y'all women just need to shut up. Oh, because I ain't never slept with your husband. I say, you know what? That's water under the bridge. Under the bridge. I don't know why you feel the need. You have to keep on elaborating on you ain't never slept with my husband. I don't care. But I know you did. It don't matter to me. You want me to believe that because you don't want nobody to think you got the H, the I, and the V. That's between you, him, and Jehovah. But you was in the car with him. And he met your grandma, right? And he been around your family, right? He slept with you. Because I know him. I'm just saying. Or y'all just was riding around? When y'all tell me y'all was just riding around, or was he bringing to the store? Or was he going somewhere for your grandma? I'm just saying. It's a couple of y'all. And y'all around here talking about, ain't nobody want nobody to mess with, nobody got HIV. That's what y'all believe? Y'all delusional if y'all believe all these people found out people that have HIV and they're not still sleeping with people. Y'all so lost. I'm a beautiful woman in a wheelchair. And y'all think if I want to get something, I can't get nothing? Y'all really believe in your mind that I can't pick up the phone and call somebody and tell them I'm on my way right now? They'll be more than glad to open their door. But that's not who I am. That's not who I am. But don't get it twisted about me. Don't get it twisted. But I'm trying to save a lot of y'all. Because a lot of y'all is being led the wrong way. Y'all going to believe in stuff that y'all shouldn't believe. One thing I do know, when you violate a woman, if you already had HIV and you give it to somebody without willingly telling them that you have it, you're gonna get a knock on the door. When you have diseases that go to the CDC, they send a letter in the mail too. We need to see you ASAP. So to all y'all that believe that if, I'm going to say it again, if you sleep with a woman or a man, because y'all got it misconstrued. If you sleep with a woman or a man and they got HIV and they never told you, and you found out that they gave it to you, you found out that's the only one you were sleeping with and they gave it to you, then you could pursue a charge. If you can't prove without a shadow of doubt that they gave it to you, you don't have no case. Especially if you were sleeping with multiple people. I'm just saying. I'm just being real with y'all. Since y'all so in the blind and y'all thinking y'all know shit, I'll be listening to a lot of y'all and you'll be saying, I hate him and I hate her and she need to go to jail and he need to go to jail. Well, why they ain't going to jail yet? What's the problem? Because we got DAs and district attorneys that build cases and they indict people on the evidence. I'm just saying. Can somebody pick up the mic? I'm just saying. Because if you got a case, they come and knock on somebody's door, we need to arrest you. So I be listening to all this on social media, and I be saying, you know what? Everybody, y'all like the lies. Y'all believe the lies. Because we've been talking about HIV for quite some time. And so we've been talking about HIV quite some time. From the time we've been talking about HIV, only one guy that went to Atlanta, he was sleeping with women in Atlanta, and he was a DJ sleeping with women in New Orleans. He the only one I know out of the state of Louisiana got arrested that we know of for passing along HIV. I'm just saying. Can I get some likes in this building? I'm working, people. Like OG Murder. So where the people at that be saying, justice, no peace, justice, no peace. So if there's anybody out there that y'all feel that violated somebody, can we get a little justice sign? Can we get the sign say justice, no peace? Because if I feel like somebody violated me, they're going to toss and turn, flip and trip, right string, wrong, yo-yo. Got to be more careful. All that and some. If I feel like you violated me. If I felt like you violated me and I'm still living with this thing and ain't nothing being done about it, it's going to be Pop go to Weezy and Weezy going to go Pop. I'm just saying. Y'all better stop believing shit that y'all hear and dot the I's and cross the T's and use y'all brain. He said the mind is a terrible thing to waste. I thought a lot of y'all were smarter than me. And I ain't even graduate. I'm just saying. Y'all didn't build hard and y'all didn't build hate in y'all heart for people. And y'all don't even know if they're guilty or not. And the people y'all should have a little bit of madness. I ain't gonna say hey, a little madness in y'all heart for y'all don't. Y'all love them. I'm just saying. Y'all loving on all the wrong people. Y'all hating on all the wrong people. Because guess what? What I do know is that how long y'all gonna keep lying to the people? All y'all. Because seem like to me, everything out in the openings in a minute. A lot of y'all gonna be exposed. When they start putting the stamp on your neck, the little dot behind your ear, gonna verify that you got the H, the I, and the V. Y'all didn't hear that? Do I need to say it loud? The little dot they're gonna put behind your ear, right there. gonna verify the H, the I, and the V. Since all y'all think it's funny that y'all can talk about the people that's out in the openings and y'all hiding behind closed doors. Wow. I'm just saying. A lot of y'all could, if they had a law for people that lies, if you got caught in a lie, you need to be in jail. For all the women out there that be lying and y'all be liking the lies, and the men, they need to go to jail. Y'all know people be lying, and y'all still, it's like a mother know their child doing wrong, and they still gonna justify their child wrongdoing. Right. When we talk about stuff like life, and we talk about facts, oh, nobody want to listen to Miss Ann. Nobody want to talk about that. You know why? Because Miss Ann gonna bring it to the light. Miss Ann gonna give y'all the truth. Miss Ann gonna expose some people, and Miss Ann gonna give y'all opportunity to be like, you know what? What Miss Ann said is right. Something not adding up. But that's the people y'all love. A lot of people y'all love, and ain't nothing wrong with loving people from different, like, sexual, like people that's, like punked, like you can't, people like that, or people like that. Ain't nothing wrong with loving our people. But at the end of the day, y'all got to be transparent. Y'all got to be real. It is what it is. So you mean to tell me if you bisexual or you however you is, it's 2 chances to 1. So now you're just gonna flip the script and you're gonna change and you ain't gonna have sex no more and y'all ain't doing other sex and y'all ain't sleeping with people no more? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So ever since everybody came out, or whoever came out, everybody stopped having sex? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. And then I be asking questions, right? Because I'm such a lady. I be asking men. I say, you mess with somebody in a wheelchair? Not in a wheelchair. We already did that. I said, you mess with somebody that have HIV? And the majority of the men, like a majority of them, say no. So I flipped the strip. I say, well, how would you know if they got HIV if they don't tell you? Clock that shit. So I told the guy at the barbershop, I said, what if I come to your barber? And I said, what if I want to ask the guys, would they date somebody? And he said, I don't want you to ask that question in here because my barbers there feel uncomfortable. And I said, so I turned around and looked at him. And I said, would you date somebody with HIV? Oh, no, I want, hell, F no. No, I ain't. I said, how would you know? How would you know? How would you know? I'm asking a question, y'all, and I'm not asking for a friend. How would you know if a man or a woman got HIV if you don't see no symptoms, you don't see no medicine, you don't see nothing, you don't even know whether or not they have it or not? How would you know if they're undetectable? Even if, let me tell you the flip side to that. Even if you ask them what's their status, if they say like you get with somebody, let me educate y'all because some of y'all thinking y'all, if you saying about the status, say if somebody, you ask somebody what's their status, say y'all go to urgent care. Say y'all go to urgent care and nothing, if they're undetectable, there's no way possible you're going to find out. Come on, somebody. If I go to the doctor urgent care right now and I don't say nothing about me having HIV, it's not going to come up. They got to dig deep down in your chart and they got to put a certain code in there to find out all your information. I'm going to say it again. Let me say this. We're in a time and an era right now that we have to pray and be very mindful for the people that's small-minded and the people who thinking, oh no, it can't be me, I'll never get in all that. For the people that's small-minded, the level of let me tell y'all something. You can get it. You are not exempt. I don't care if you got a husband, you got a wife, you still not exempt. The fact of the matter is that you need to protect yourself. Point blank. I can't say it no better than that. But just because you go to the doctor with your old man or you go to the doctor with your old lady, if you can meet a woman or a man and they're undetectable. Let me tell y'all something. If I go to a whole nother state and nobody ain't never saw me on social media and they don't know me, a guy don't know me, and he say, well, babe, let's go to the doctor. Both us, let's go to the doctor. And say if I was the type of person that wasn't transparent and living in a truth, say I didn't say anything. And we go to the doctor and the doctor check me, right? And you heard what Alexa said about being undetectable, right? You heard what Alexa said, right? She said non-detectable. That means they can't detect it that you had. So I'm just saying, if it's saying you non-detectable, they can't detect that you have it. So you could be sleeping with the enemy or sleeping with somebody that have it and don't know they have it. Let me tell y'all something else. A carrier is the one who's spreading it and carrying it around. Could outlive the ones he passed it to or she passed it to. I'm just saying, a person that's passing it around, and just say you could be a person that just got it and your immune system can't fight off the virus. So the person that's passing it around will be the person to outlive the one that they passed it to, because this person might be a diabetic. This person might have all kind of, weak blood and all kind of stuff might be going on with them where they can't fight the virus off. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you damn if you do, hey queen, and you damn if you don't. So we had a turn in our life right now where we got to stay prayed up, and us women got to protect ourselves as well as him with a condom. No. Let me tell you something. I didn't went to the doctor before. And when I went to the doctor before, if you don't mention anything about you having HIV or none of that, I can go to urgent care. And I go to urgent care and say they looking for because when they come draw your blood and all that in the hospital and all that kind of stuff there, right? When they come draw your blood, they might draw blood to look for HIV. They might draw blood to look for hepatitis. It's all kind of things they draw your blood. Because I ask them when I be in the hospital, I'd be like, damn, y'all just came got some blood. Well, we don't need no blood for this. We don't need. So to be honest, if you go somewhere and they're not looking for you, you're not speaking about you having HIV, and you say non-detectable, and they say undetectable, that means that they can't track it. If you go to the hospital, but when I remember when they was talking about Michael, they said Michael went to the hospital. Michael told them that he was sick, so he ain't tell Michael. They allegedly they say Michael never spoke about him having HIV. He's supposed to have pneumonia or something like that, and the doctor found out and told him that he had HIV, and all the while he know he had it, but he didn't tell it to them at the hospital. I'm just saying. If you get pneumonia or you get some kind of sickness to where they be like, well, let's test. If you have symptoms, if you have some type of symptoms like that you get, a HIV person get when they first get it, or if you have symptoms, what they do is they draw all types of blood. And by them drawing all those different cultures of blood, that's how they was able to go back and tell him that he had HIV, and he knew he had it the whole while. Your father, R.I.P., was undetectable. I took him to a clinic. He was sick, but never told them he had it. See that? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But if they draw your blood, if they could put in an order of blood. They could put in an order like 4, 5, 6 bloods or whatever. Like when I go to the doctor, they take an order for to see where my T cells at. They take an order to see my level of whatever, all the diseases or whatever they think you dealing with is levels to all that. Whenever they come and take blood for this, blood for that, it's different blood they're drawing because they're looking for different things. So if you go to the hospital and you don't have symptoms of a person that like pneumonia and stuff, like if you go to the hospital and you got pneumonia or you sick like that, straight off the bat, they're going to test you to see if you got symptoms like a person with HIV, they're going to test you for HIV. If you go in the hospital and you don't say nothing about HIV or none of that, they're not going to bother you about that. But me, when I go in the hospital, I let them know, yeah, I'm HIV positive, whatever. So they hurry up, they check my blood cells, they check everything to make sure my T cells and my blood levels and all that, and it is above 200 and all that. Anything but below 200 gonna turn into it could turn into pneumonia and turn into AIDS. Anything below 200. I'm just saying. So y'all gotta realize that y'all think, because a lot of y'all out there sleeping with people, y'all think y'all in the clear. Y'all think y'all safe. You can be with somebody and they can have paperwork saying they don't have it. Don't be fooled by what y'all see. They got all kind of fake paperwork. They got all kind of people can make up fake paperwork. They got paperwork that they was making up for nurses, and they had nurses license and all that kind of stuff. So what make y'all think, and y'all delusional minds, some of y'all think that people won't come up with fake charts? Thank you, Queen. A lot of people, what you said, but I used to request to be tested for HIV. HIV, and you are undetectable. Exactly what you were results said. Right. So it's people out here a lot that don't want to take the test. Right. And a lot of people, thank y'all on TikTok. Thank y'all for the 9,000. Like, thank y'all. A lot of people don't want to get tested because they're afraid, because they know they was either sleeping with somebody and somebody was sleeping with somebody else. Right. Either say like if you married, and I'm gonna say this to a lot of y'all young girls, a lot of people that's on my platform or whatever. I was married, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This not something that I look for. It was bad enough I was already in a wheelchair. I was going through what I was going through with my first husband. I just had was overcoming that and this and that. And I ain't gonna lie to you, out of all the marriage, I done been married 4 times. Out of all the husbands I've been married to, the last one was the one that was my first boyfriend when we was in elementary school. And he, out of all the men that I married, he was the only one took my first husband completely off my mind. And I was more in love with him than the other one. That's why I got rid of the other ones so fast. This one, the last one, I was so in love with him because he was somebody that he wanted to be with me and I wanted to be with him ever since we was children. And when I contracted from him, I guess I still wanted to be with him, even though I contracted, and I told him, I said, we're going to be together. And it's like, you're going to be with me and I'm going to be with you and we're going to work this out. And we was like that. We was good. And I just felt like at that time we were soulmate until he got hooked on them drugs. And then he started doing them, sleeping with different women and all that kind of stuff there. And I'll go to Weezy and the Weezy went pop. And I just try to educate a lot of people. I try to educate a lot of young females and a lot of y'all, I know a lot of y'all follow Viney and y'all be hearing the story and stuff like that and this and that. And I be trying to tell people at the end of the day, it's been a couple of months now that Viney, came out and said that this and that. But at the end of the day, a lot of people is waiting on Michael to go to jail. But if the district attorney feel like they don't have no case, they're not going, Michael is not going to jail. I'm just saying, y'all want me to lie to y'all? or y'all want me to be real to y'all? If they don't feel, if the DA, and evidently the DA feel like they don't have a case. So if they had a case, Michael would have went to jail. Whether y'all really want to believe it or not. Because at the end of the day, what you say? That's right. The state got pick it up. Right. So some men weak, and when I come to health issues, they can't take it. Right. So I'm just telling y'all, I'm not talking about Vine in no bad way or nothing like that. But I understand the hurt and the pain that Vine be going through and stuff like that. But at the same time, if the state felt like they had a case against Michael, you could please believe they would have been picked Michael up. And everybody be saying, and a lot of females, and they be saying, I hate him and this and that. At the end of the day, I don't say I hate nobody. I'm mutual when it comes down to certain things because, hey, Queen, hey, Lane. And I'm mutual when it comes down to certain things. And I learn to listen. And at the end of the day, I'm going to stay in my lane because at the end of the day, I look at Vine as being a younger me. A lot of things that Vine is still doing, God want her to surrender and stop doing the things she do. And I listen to a lot of stuff that Vine say, maybe God want Vine to surrender and change her life and turn her life into something totally different. Maybe maybe he want her to close her legs and stop having sex, and for a while, because so much that happened in her life. Maybe, he just want her just to tone her life down. You know what I'm saying? And get her life together, knowing that she got children and she got daughters and stuff like that. Vine had been through a lot in her life, and I understand that, and I haven't even never got the chance to really talk to her like I really want to talk to her for whatever reason. And it make me feel like she's running from me, but it is what it is. But I'm going to say this. If the state feel like they had a case on Michael would have went to jail straight from the hospital. You can't just say, I want him to go to jail and he gave me HIV. You got to have sufficient evidence. So a lot of y'all who's waiting for Michael to go to jail, that's not going to happen. And the reason why I'm saying it's not going to happen is because, I'm going to say it again, we all got a birthday. Now, if they try to pull charges on Michael, they got to find out who gave what, who had what first, who gave what to who, how they gave it to him. And this, but when Viney talk, hold up. But when Viney talk, I listen. Now, when Viney said, I was thinking about, they said, all right, 2016, I think it's 2016, 17 or 18 or whatever. So 2016, 17, 18, 19, and now we in 2026. So if Viney was with Michael and Michael was with Viney, and then Michael was messing with Dino, which is Viney's friend. All right, Dino had a baby for Michael. So how is it that, I don't know how old Dino baby is, how her little boy is, how is it that Dino had a little boy from Michael if she don't have HIV? I'm just trying to understand. To a lot of y'all, it's very confusion. I mean, it's very confusing. But at the end of the day, from what I was listening to, all right, Viney and Dino was best friends. Viney said Dino went behind her back and had Michael. So if Dino went behind her back and had Michael, how Dino pop up with a baby, a little boy for Michael without having HIV, unless he was undetectable? Because if you undetectable, when I first found out, they do tell you that you still can have a child, and they put you on certain type of medicine to protect the child from getting HIV. Right. So this the time frame. Listen to me, listen good. All right. If he was sleeping with Dino and Dino wound up getting pregnant, where was Viney during the time that Dino was pregnant and Dino had the baby? So you mean to tell me he was sleeping with Viney first, then Dino backdoored Viney and had a baby for him? So if Dino backdoored Viney and had a baby for him, why isn't that Dino don't have HIV? Because if she had a baby for him, now that's what I'm saying. This should get this shit get heavy now. If Dino had a baby for him, and so at the time for her to have a baby, either he was undetectable and Dino was taking medicine, or either Dino had it and they were taking medicine to protect the child. So at the end of the day, so once Viney found out that Dino backdoored her and had a baby for Michael, well, how do Viney come back into play? How can Viney have it without Dino having it? We got to make it make sense. Because if Michael with HIV, right, and we got Viney and Dino. So we got Dino, which had a baby for Michael. Why nobody ain't saying Dino got it? I'm just saying, I can't say she had it because I don't know her like that. And all them is from the West Bank. All them from the West Bank, Marrero. And the only thing I know about Marrero, I was messing with a man that gave me all his money from Marrero. And that was a long time ago when I was walking. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out. But anyway, y'all, it's so confusing because at the end of the day, when go sit down, people from out the country are always trying to come on. It's so confusing because a lot of people in New Orleans, they let us a lot of stuff go over their head. And me, as a person that have HIV, I listen to everything that they say. So how is it that Viney have it and Dino don't have it? I hear a lot of people always talking about Viney this and Viney with the HIV. So what about Dino? What about her? All right, y'all got to make it make sense. All right, and I only be going on what I hear because I'm a listener and I be listening real good. And I'm 59 and I've been here for quite some time. So I be listening and I be putting some shit together and I be saying some shit ain't adding up. That's what I be saying. I don't know if she have it or not. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, all right, if Michael have it, and we know he have it, right? So Michael have it, and Dino was back doing Viney. So if Dino, some things I was saying too, and she had a baby. Yeah. So if Dino backdoor Viney and had a baby for Michael, why he got the HIV? So I mean, so either I'm gonna say this, either he was undetectable when he made a baby, or she got it too. I'm just saying, y'all got to make it make sense. Y'all got to make it make sense. If everybody's saying if I got it, Viney from Michael, right? So if Michael made a whole baby, what you say? Well, her son made no effort because she had a Section 8. No, I ain't gonna say that because of the Section 8. Just because they didn't admit it like Viney don't mean they don't have it right. I ain't gonna say, but let me say this. As a person, and do make sense, as a person, when you know you sexual active, right? She might have was sleeping with, she was sleeping with Michael, but at the same time, anybody that find out they have HIV, when you go to the doctor, they ask you questions. They ask you, is you sexual active? They ask you, is you sleeping with multiple other people, or do you have a partner? They ask you all those type of questions. So, and they ask questions about, so if you sleeping with somebody, and if Dino was sleeping with Michael, either Michael was undetectable because a female, me as a woman, the HIV, the first thing they tell you, we're going to put you on certain medicine. If you get pregnant and you still could get pregnant, they're going to protect the child. And that makes sense to y'all. I can break it down to y'all again. Any female, I'm speaking for the female, that contract HIV, when you go to the doctor, you go to the clinic, they're going to prep you up for medicine if you sexually active, and if you tell them you still having partners, you still having sex, they're gonna give you some medicine like pre-made, like the vitamins they give women like when they have babies or whatever. They're gonna give you some medicine to protect the child from getting HIV. I'm just saying. They're gonna protect the child so the child don't have HIV. But I can't say Dino have it. I can't say she don't have it. But she slept with a man that had it. All us know for sure. Ain't no allegedly that Michael have it. All us know for sure Michael had it. Now, was he undetectable when he made the baby with Dino? We don't know. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that this the only thing I'm saying, and I want y'all to listen and listen good. If the district attorney felt like Michael violated Vonnie, and when I say violated, don't get it twisted. Violate means you gave me something that I wasn't aware that you had. That's a violation. If now the strategy is the DA will sit down and they'll have a conversation. And if they go back and they be like, well, this happened in 2016 or 2017, but after you found out that this person had it, if they could find out the birthday, listen to me, I'm talking about the birthday of a person finding out their status. If they could find out everybody's birthday, then it's gonna add up to whoever gave it to who first. So, but if we got multiple people sleeping with multiple people, then you got to dot your I's and cross your T's, because now we got birthdays. Now we got date on the date Michael was contracted. Listen to me good, and I want y'all to listen. Everybody that be contracted with diseases is in a database. The date that you became positive, the date that they put it in the computer, the day that you contracted and you went to the doctor, all us have a birthday. And it's the day that they told you you're HIV positive. So let me break it down to y'all. So if we go and say, well, let me get the chart from Michael, and say Michael date say, I'm gonna say August the 1st, 2016. All right, we're gonna give him August the 1st, 2016. Let me see, let me do this. August the 1st, 2016. All right. You say I'm not making sense? Let me break it down to you, and I'm gonna make sense when I do it. All right. Let me say, if Michael got it, see, it's always gonna be somebody that gonna discredit somebody who already dealing with it. So let me make sense to you, baby. If Michael got it in 2016, right? I'm saying I'm coming up with dates, right? All right. If he got it in 2016, right? All right, that's his birthday. All right. Birthday. That's his B date. Right. All right. And then we're gonna check somebody else B date, right? We're gonna check Dino B date, right? Listen good. So everybody that's contracted got a birthday. Everybody that got HIV got a birthday. So if Michael had it in 2016, if this one got it in 2016, this one got it in 27, if everybody's dates don't match up, they could get down to the bottom and say, who gave it to who? Do it make sense to you now? Do it make sense to you now? Basically, what I'm saying is everybody got a date. And if they put the dates together and find out who had it in 2016, who had it in 2017, who had it in 2018, Miss Ann got it in 2013. Come on, somebody. Do you understand it now? I'm just saying. Do you understand it now? Because everybody that get diseases and go to the doctor, they got a choice. Now they got computers. At one time they had a choice. Oh well, we got AMAs right here. The date we got AMAs 2013. She positive on this date. The time was 10:43. That's the date of contraction that we found out she was positive. You get it? You got it? Okay. Everybody got a date. Everybody that have HIV, to the ones who understand basically what I'm saying is that everybody got a date. So everybody, if they pull up all our charts, if I went to the doctor right now and I said, y'all could give me my chart from the first day that I was contracted, they're going to come up with the first day. I got to go to Bogalusa though. Bogalusa, I ain't got to go to Bogalusa because it's in a database. The first day that I saw the lady and I came back after she dropped my blood and my blood came back and they got a hit, that was my second birthday. Now you understand? You understand that? Right. Shit real. I remember my sister was sick. They told my mama, my mother, they went back 17 years. All right. Because see, we got people that they only hear what they want to hear. And sometimes you got to break it down because at the end of the day, they'll run and twist your words around and say you said something that you didn't say. So I'm going to break it down and tell you all of us got a birthday. I'm just saying. The timeline is very important. Where you at? The one that said don't make no sense. Where you at? Did you get it? Because I want you to tell me you got it so I can break it down to you again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, I'm an OG. I'm old school. I know how the game goes. So at the end of the day, to the people, the young people out there, oh, thank you, Queen. So to the young people out there, don't be blindsided. Don't be blindsided to the fact to where if Miss Ann telling you, if I tell you it's a spade, and I got the chills all over my body, I promise you, it's a spade. If I tell you, if I break it down to you and tell you this what it is, that's what it is. So if I was a detective, I'm going to say this. If I was a DA, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to say, all right, let's get this together. So I'm going to write, I'm about to school somebody and I ain't graduate from high school. I'm just saying, because I'm from the streets. I'm going to write down my care name. And I'm going to need the database from the first day that Michael found out he was contracted with HIV. So I'm going to write the day that he found out he was contracted from HIV. I put him 2016. And then I'm going to need the date that Viney was contracted HIV. I'm going to have to find out her date. And then I'm going to need Dino to see if she got it or don't have it. And I'm going to have to write down her date. So when we write down all the dates and we do the math got to be mad. We got to see who had it first, who gave it to who had it last, and who had it and who don't have it. So from what I'm trying to understand is that if Michael got it and Dino got a baby for him, and Dino says she don't have it, but she got a baby for him. So either if she got a baby for him, either he was undetectable if he was taking his medicine and he made a baby, but either, you know what, y'all, I can't say she got it because I don't know. But if you got a baby for him and he got it, Viney got it, I'm gonna just drop the ink pen. I'm gonna just drop the ink pen. Because y'all ain't gonna, I mean, y'all not gonna be around here talking about, oh, Bonnie, this and that. Bonnie be telling y'all stuff, but y'all be listening, but y'all don't be listening. She ain't the only one. Because now mind you, thank y'all on TikTok. Thank y'all, Queens. Thank y'all on Facebook. Thank y'all on YouTube. Now, mind you, Dino backdoor Viney. So if you backdoor me and I'm HIV, either I'm just gonna drink a little bit. I'm just gonna drink a little bit. Cause listen, me myself, if say like when my significant other, he gave it to me. Right. Say like if my significant gave it to me, if I wasn't undetectable at the time and he gave it to me, right? And say he go sleep with other women. And like the other bro who worked for Surgeon and Waterpool, and say she was pregnant for my husband, in my mind, either she got it already or he gave it to her. Because how you going to get pregnant for my husband that gave it to me and you claim it, you pregnant? I'm just saying. There's a couple other women that my husband was messing with that's out there in the streets. And she worked at the water board. And she said she was pregnant. And I was like, oh, wow. And when I was telling them that he had HIV, oh, you just mad. And you just mad. Y'all been having problems in the marriage. Okay, so you want to add to the problem. I said, oh, you got him. And everything that go with him. I'm just saying. So if you slept with my husband and he gave me the H, the I, and the V, and now you saying you pregnant, most likely you got it, Miss Waterboard. I'm just saying. So when I tell y'all, they got a lot of women that's walking around acting like they care. Girl, they don't care. They don't care. They still sleeping around. Everybody's still sleeping with everybody. But to my young ones on here, don't be misled when somebody try to show y'all their choice. Don't be misled. Because I could prove to y'all that somebody, their paperwork could come up without them and say they negative. And all the while, they positive. So the most important thing y'all have to do, young ladies, is protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect you. Ain't nobody gonna protect you like you. Thank you, Queen. Nobody. I don't care what y'all see on the internet, what y'all hear. Y'all gotta listen. A lot of them don't listen to me. Listen. Whether y'all don't like me or not, but listen. Y'all still not exempt. You could be dedicated to your marriage, dedicated to your husband, dedicated to your wife. And at the end of the day, he go out there and cheat one time and bring it home to you. You got to ask God to protect you, to cover you from the sole of your head to the crown, from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet at all times. Even when your husband or your wife in the bed, you lay your hands on them and ask God to protect them from all harm, danger, diseases, sickness, Y'all got to learn how to pray. Because the enemy, a lot of y'all are sleeping with the enemy. And y'all don't even know it. Y'all ain't got to listen to me. He the messenger. I'm just delivering the message. I'm tired of my queens being deceived. Y'all looking up. They want y'all to look up to all the wrong people. When if I want y'all to look up to me, I'm gonna be real and transparent to y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Whether it hurt me or not, to tell the truth, I'm gonna tell the truth. Things I feel like y'all should know, I'm gonna bring it to y'all. The title of my book, when it ever get finished, is called Fault No One But Self. I don't go around fault nobody. I forgave my husband. I forgave all of them. And I was a darn good wife. I forgave all of them. Y'all, please protect yourself. Look at everything I went through in my life. I post a lot of my pictures from a younger. I was fine and beautiful and all that. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I was out there in the streets and I was jacking and doing all kind of stuff, taking people money and all that big fine, I ain't never had a disease. Never. I never had a disease. The minute I get married, even in a wheelchair, 4 of them, even in a wheelchair, I had all that going on with me. And I get on the internet and I see him posting my ex-husband, my first husband, who the cause I'm in a wheelchair. I see him posting him and the woman and all that all over social media, all on the internet. They posting a picture with her and him and all that kind of stuff. You got to be a strong woman to deal with society. Because we are weak-minded women and people in the world that feeds off of other people's hurt. But I'm good. I'm good. And the only reason why I ain't never exposed y'all to the world, because I love my children. But the stuff that y'all be doing, and y'all be wanting people to see y'all all on the internet, I serve a good God. You want somebody to see you and him and all that together and all that. Y'all want people and all that. And I think about another woman's feelings. But it's okay. Because y'all got to carry your own cross. You in him. It's okay. So to y'all, they be posting him and her, and she singing to him and all that, and y'all send it where I can see it and all that. Remember, y'all a woman just like me. And the pain, and the agony, and the hurt is no longer there anymore. So when y'all post pictures and all that, and y'all want me to see all that, I see it, but I'm over it. I'm over it. I serve a good God, and he loves me. And I'm built for this. So y'all keep on posting. Y'all gonna get just what y'all don't want. I ain't gotta let the world know who y'all is. They got women out there, once they see the type of woman you is, y'all don't want that type of attention. That's what y'all want. Y'all want everybody to know. You want everybody to know that you're the woman, that unalive a woman over her husband. That's what you want. That's what y'all want. I ain't gonna be the one to expose y'all. Y'all gonna expose yourself. Y'all think everybody on the internet, all over the internet, love y'all, and you married him and he married you, and y'all all on the internet sending it so I can see y'all together and all that. Just remember, I'm a woman, and I'm God's child. The same thing make y'all laugh, gonna make y'all cry. And the ones who posted and all that, I thought y'all was better than that. But it's okay. I understand. But I'm good. I used to cry. I cried a many days and a many nights. Weeping due for a night, but joy come in the morning. Them crying days over a husband, over children, over anybody is over. I'm just saying, God don't play about me. He don't play about me. So y'all keep on posting Y'all keep on doing what y'all doing, playing y'all little childish ass game. First of all, y'all need to grow up. And if you feel like you got a man, if you feel like you got a husband, you got the man. You ain't got no point to prove to me, girl. You ain't got to sing and sit all on his lap so I can see all that. Girl, you got him. Enjoy him while he here. I'm good. Remember, I was the first wife. I had that. And I'm his only mother, only baby mama. And you can't change that. But all that shit y'all be doing, I'm over that. I'm just saying. I ain't know y'all wanted people to know who y'all was. I didn't know that you wanted to be in the spotlight. I didn't know you wanted everybody. You're a nurse, right? You're an RN, right? I didn't know that you wanted everybody to know that you was the one almost unalive, Miss Ann. Because I could show everybody who you is. And you think everybody like y'all? Y'all think because y'all got a little money, y'all think everybody on y'all side and everybody like y'all? Everybody don't know y'all. But I can make y'all relevant. I can. I can make y'all relevant. If y'all want the world to know, you want the world to know that you the man that deceived me, that cheated on me, and married the woman that almost unalive your children's mother. And you want everybody to know who you is? I ain't never felt like you wanted nobody to know that. That's why I ain't never told nobody or shown nobody who you was but the people from New Orleans. But I could have been made y'all famous. I could let everybody see who she is all on a job. But I'm such a lady. I ain't got time to entertain small-minded people. For what reason? But the people see what they want to see, but they don't see that as being messy. Oh, you unalive this woman right here. And now y'all all on the internet and you singing and sitting all on his lap and all that because y'all want me to feel some type of way. Huh? Yeah, right. Girl, please. I'm just saying. When you do stuff like that out in the open, that means you trying to send a signal, send a message to a lady. I got you. I'll take your man, girl. You ain't take nothing from me. You ain't take nothing from me. Because guess what? Your body's here with me. But your mind is on the other side of town. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because when you showing all that effort and you trying to prove a point to somebody, that means you insecure. I'm just saying. Because I ain't got no point to prove nobody to nobody. But y'all posting all that. Oh, yeah, we got her. Yeah, let's post it where she can see it. Yeah, let's put this all on there. Wow. And I never thought you would be grabbing your crotch. I thought you was such a gentleman. I thought you was a gentleman. I never thought you would be grabbing your crotch. What that's about? Because I thought you was a gentleman. You letting the enemy take you out of your character as a man. And you know you still love Amy. I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Ain't but one of me. He ain't make but one little Amy's, not the big one. So y'all could keep with y'all, being messy, throwing shade and this and that. I was like, oh, y'all want everybody to see y'all? You won't be known as the woman that did what she did to Aunt Mays. Aunt Mays ain't no punk, but Aunt Mays is such a lady. I'm a lady. I didn't know we was in competition. I'm just saying. So to all y'all that be posting and y'all want me to see and y'all follow me. A lot of y'all follow me, right? Y'all follow me on social media, right? But y'all post the videos and the pictures so I can see him and her. But don't ever forget, when reality sit in, y'all a woman just like me. I'm just saying, that man upstairs don't sleep. I saw all y'all there, and all y'all do is talk about one another. And I'm being such a lady. And why I never made y'all relevant? Because I got a big old platform that's, at the end of the day, a lot of people, even though it's not a whole lot of people on my live right now, but Ann may speak volume. I can make y'all famous. Like they say, I'm trying to get clout. I could get a lot of clout if I post y'all. I can. Stop poking the bear. To all y'all out there that's trying to be messy, stay in y'all lane. Because y'all got children. And y'all a woman just like me. But y'all ain't more woman than me. Y'all ain't a patch on my tail. The ones that's trying to be messy. Not at all. Y'all still on mustard. Y'all got to catch up. Don't go broke trying to keep up with me. Because I'm good. I'm just saying. Yeah, to a lot of y'all that don't know, they was posting little pictures all over social media. They wanted everybody to see them. Yeah, the woman that almost unalived me, her and her husband, they was singing, they was doing the little duet, singing to each other. I mean, she was really singing to him and doing all this, and they was doing, and they was all this and all this, and he was holding this. And I said, well, I be. Because if you and I was together and you grab your crouch, we would have had an argument because that was totally out of order. As a papa, you're a papa now. You have grandchildren, and it's nowhere possible you should be grabbing your crouch and everybody's looking at, you on social media. Was you drunk? Because we have grandchildren together. I'm just saying. We have 2 children together. We have a son and a daughter together. And you need to grow up. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying to a lot of y'all women, when y'all be out here playing on other women's phone, disrespecting the other woman, talking about the other woman's children, the grand talk about the woman mom or the dad and all that. Remember, you're a woman just like me. Mm-hmm. That part right there. I'm 59 and they 55, 56. I'm just saying. They old enough to know better. So that's the route they want to go. So be it. Y'all ain't heard me enough. Girl, y'all didn't hurt me enough. I'm in a wheelchair. And y'all still trying to put in my back. Wow. You still want me to see you got, girl, it been 31 years. Can y'all just move around? It been 31 years. Y'all need to grow up. I'm just saying. Yes, he do, Queen. I'm just saying. Just leave me alone. So all y'all that's following me, at the end of the day, let me tell you something. All right, they got a lot of people on social media. When people can post whatever they want on their platform. You can post him, her, y'all can post them all day. You can stay all day. But for y'all to try to be messy and put it in my face, how would you feel, even though I don't feel no type of way no more, if a woman was messing with your significant other, a woman almost unalive you, And all these little huckabucks is posting the video so his wife that he portrayed it with the woman that almost unalive her. How would you feel if somebody posts that in your face? Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that, huh? Y'all thought y'all was hurting me, huh? Y'all try to get back at me for what I did you. You got a husband. You ain't got a husband. You ain't gonna never have a husband. From you damn near 70-some years old, ain't never had a husband. And what you gain out of y'all trying to hurt somebody? What y'all gain out of that? What y'all gain? A laugh? Oh, girl, we did that, girl. You saw the picture, girl. Yeah, that's supposed the picture so she could see it, girl. Wow. Ain't that something? Wow. Ain't thinking about nobody, children. Ain't thinking of, oh, y'all thinking about just, but all y'all got men that's cheating on y'all. And I know for sure your man and cheated on you with 5 different women. Your man that cheated on you with his ex a couple of times. And your man then beat you and gave you 2 black eyes. And y'all want to play with me? Wow. God, y'all got too much going on. Y'all got too much going on to play with a black beautiful queen that got wisdom. I'm just saying. I'm good. Now, what y'all want, the wheelchair? If I give y'all the wheelchair, then what I'm going to do? Oh, I forgot y'all said I should have, passed away. But I'm going to be here a long time. Because y'all got to go through what y'all got to go through because y'all ain't never surrender. You forgot you told somebody you'll never say you sorry? Okay. One day you will. I promise you will. He did. He said he was sorry. And you're not sorry, huh? But that's all right. Wait till judgment day come. You got to reap what you sow. Karma is real. I'm a living witness to that. I'm just saying. It is what it is, job back queen. So while y'all around here trying to store up some mess or make Miss Ann feel some type of way, while y'all still trying to tear me down, God's still rising me up. Look at these muscles. I was built for this. I was built for it. I'm just saying. Blessed and highly favored and unbordered. They probably saying, why don't she just lay down and it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I be want y'all to leave me alone. Though if y'all leave me alone, I won't talk about y'all. But y'all not gonna leave me alone. So that means I gotta expose him. And I don't want to expose him. I don't want to expose him. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. You don't want me and him to get along, huh? That's why I ain't invited to the baby showers and the parties and all that. Because you want me and him to be beefing, huh? You want us to be beefing, huh? I know. If me and him beef, I'm the last one. I'm out of all the women he mess with, still messing with. Yeah. Out of all the women he mess with, why I'm the only one you got a problem with? Why you so threatened by me? Out of all the women, even the exes and all them that took the stand for you, and they didn't went against me for you and all that. You ain't insecure about none of them. You don't see a problem with that. Even one of them is our grandbaby godmother. You don't see a problem with that. Wow. Why you worrying about me? Why I'm the only one Why I'm the one? I know why. I know why. Let me get a little closer. I know why. You know why? You so bothered about me? Because you know he's still in love with me. Huh? I know. He is. He is. He is. You have a right to feel that way. He is. He might be telling you he hate me and I make him sick. Him lying. Him lying. Him lying. Him heart. Him heart is still him heart. Me. Him still think about me. I understand. To be honest, y'all too old for that shit. It's 2026. And you still bothered by me. I thought we was, I thought we hadn't squashed our beef. Right. I thought we, remember when I tell you and I told you we gonna get along? And I told you I was gonna go along to get along. You remember we said that and you said, yeah, we gonna get it. So you lied to me. So girl, you lied to me. You remember when I told you that? Remember I told you when we was at the ginger reveal and I rolled up to you and you looked at me, I looked at you and I said, well, you know what? We gonna get along. We gonna get along for the grandchildren. And you said, everybody was looking at us because they thought I was about to trip, but I didn't because I'm a phenomenal woman. Remember I said that? Girl, you remember when I rolled up to you, right? You remember because they had other people there and everybody saw and they was trying to figure out what man you was talking about. I was doing the talking, you was doing the listening. And then when I said what I said, and I said, girl, we gonna get along. You don't remember that? See, they talk about the bad stuff I do, but why they don't talk about the good stuff? Why y'all ain't, girl, why you ain't tell people, but all the people that was there, you remember when they had that, jumped out the helicopters and my son and, our son, because that's your son too, right? Well, our son, that's your son and that's my son, right? But you think that's your son, all your son, and it's not, that's my son. So we gonna share them. And that's our daughters and our son, right? So we're gonna say that. But you remember when I rolled up and I came up to you, everybody looking, because they thought I was about to, do something. Everybody was paranoid, everybody was about to duck. Everybody was scared. They thought I was gonna do something. But my mind wasn't even on that. But remember when I rolled up to you, girl, and I said, like a lady, and I said, you know what? We gonna get along. I said, we gonna get along for the grandchildren. And remember you said, yeah, we gonna get along for the grandchildren. You act like you so innocent because everybody think you innocent, right? But you're really not. You're a snake in the grass, right? You backdoor me, right? So remember when I say what I say, and you say, yeah, I say, so we're gonna get along for the children. Let me say that again. And you say, yeah, because it's gonna be weddings and all of that. You say, yeah, like that. So why you lied to me? Why you lied to me? Because you say we're gonna get along. Why I'm not invited to nothing? Because of you. Why I am not invited to nothing? Because of you. I thought you said we was good. I thought you said we was gonna bury the hatchet. You said we were gonna get along. And I was going along to get along. But you ain't going along to get along because you don't want me around. My birthday July the 3rd. But you said that we was gonna get along, but you lied to me. Because ever since that, ever since, the shower and all that, and I had to talk with him about our children, you got caught up in your feelings and you was ready to go before the shower was over. But you told me, you made me believe that we were gonna get along. You made me believe that we was gonna get along and I was gonna be invited to some stuff. But since you acting like you insecure or you acting like you can't be around me, so they making it convenient for you, and that's why I'm not invited to stuff. Cause of you. Ain't that something? I'm the victim. You pim me in the back. You backdoored me. And I'm not the one invited to stuff. Wow. That speaks volume. They got a lot of love and respect for you, but they don't want to respect me. But guess who got me? Jehovah. He got me. He got me. So the little things that you're doing, the little things that you think you're getting away with, throwing the rock out in your hand, remember, you got to carry your own cross. You got to pay for your own sins. Because I forgave you and you ain't forgave yourself. And you got him caught up in the rapture because he not even like that. He just a weak man. And he caught up. He don't have hate in his body. Him don't hate nobody. But since you think you in control because you got a controlling spirit on you. You got a witchcraft spirit on you. But God about to show up and show out. And God already showed him. That's why a lot of stuff didn't happen. And God then brought him out. But you got a controlling witchcraft spirit in you. And I bind it and I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. That's what they do. Camilla. That's what they do. So y'all don't be blindsided and don't be fooled by the things y'all hear, honey brown. Y'all be on the outside looking in. And a lot of y'all females in y'all mind, y'all thinking, oh, they happy. They got it going on. They got the white picket fence. They got the dog, the cat, the house, the car, the money. But deep down inside, they heart not right. If I had a spouse, y'all listen and listen good. If I had a spouse in my life, and I'm talking to somebody, do not condemn yourself because of your spouse. If your spouse decide not to live right and you know wrong from right, don't do it. If I got a spouse and my spouse and I'm living right, if he living wrong and she living right, y'all is unequally yoked. I'm just saying. So I know it's getting late. My phone is about to die on TikTok. It was an honor for y'all that's on TikTok. It was an honor for y'all to be on my TikTok. Thank y'all for the 24,000 likes. Thank y'all to my fans on TikTok. I will see y'all tomorrow. It's Thursday. I hope y'all have a blessed Thursday. I will keep y'all in my prayers. Hey, Debbie, y'all pray for me and I'm going to pray for y'all. To y'all on Facebook, it was a blessed, phenomenal night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed. And I love y'all. Thank y'all. That's Facebook. So to my friends, a lot of y'all that's on TikTok, I love y'all. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Kisses. I hope y'all learned something. Y'all be blessed. Not last but least, you know I love y'all over here on YouTube. Y'all always Sandra, Clapback, Wanda, Cheryl, Linda, Pam, Jocelyn. I can't see the rest of y'all name. But anyway, I love y'all. I thank y'all for being on my platform. If y'all didn't subscribe, y'all subscribe, clap back. Y'all like and subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. It was a phenomenal night. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.